Have you ever been in that spot? You leave a meeting, you launch a new campaign, you send out a big survey, and you just have that sinking feeling that you're just guessing what people really think? It's a huge problem. So today, we're going to dig into why our feedback systems are so often broken and how you can get the clarity you need right when you need it.
It's this exact feeling, right? That uncertainty. You've got to make a big decision, but it feels like you're flying completely blind, trying to interpret all the polite nods and the silence. This guesswork. This is where so many incredible opportunities are lost.
Yeah, this is what we're calling the feedback guessing game. It's that situation where the very tools we're supposed to be using for feedback are just too slow, too disconnected to actually help us in that critical moment when we have to make a choice.
And this right here is the heart of the problem. Feedback is supposed to guide our decisions, but what good is it if it shows up a week late? The decision has already been made. The ship has already sailed. The feedback ends up being more like an autopsy report instead of what it should be, a navigation chart. So what's the real cost of this delay? I mean, it's more than just being frustrating. When you're just waiting for answers, you're creating these massive roadblocks that can completely derail projects, demotivate entire teams, and just kill an organization's momentum. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got our current reality, slow, disconnected, and incomplete feedback. And on the other, you've got the ideal, real-time, crystal clear, actionable input that lets you make confident decisions fast. Closing that gap? Well, that's the whole goal. And you've seen this happen. I'm sure of it. Think about it. That meeting where everybody's nodding along, but you know nobody is truly on board. Or that email survey that gets completely ignored because by the time people see it, the context is already stale. And the worst one? The detailed report that finally arrives long after the decision has been locked in. So if you boil it all down, you get this really simple but super powerful equation. Slow feedback leads directly to delayed decisions. And in today's world, let's be honest, delayed decisions are the exact same thing as missed opportunities. It's a chain reaction that just holds everyone back. All right, enough about the problem. We've diagnosed it. So what's the fix? Well, it's all about making a fundamental shift from pure guesswork to real-time knowledge and doing it instantly. Enter instant polls. Think of this as a direct, open line to your team's thinking. The whole idea is incredibly simple. Just get rid of the wait. You ask a question, people respond right there on their devices, and you see the results pop up live. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Let's take a look at the simple steps that can take you from having a really pressing question to having a clear answer in just a matter of seconds. And here's the best part. It's ridiculously simple. And that is the whole point. There's no complex software you have to learn. You just ask your question, you share one little link wherever your team is, could be in a chat, an email, or even in a live meeting, and then you just watch the results appear. No friction, no delay. Let's make this really concrete. Imagine your team is debating which new product feature to build next. Now, in the past, this could mean endless meetings or waiting days for some survey to come back. But with an instant poll, you ask the question, and just minutes later, boom, you get this. All of a sudden, the path forward is crystal clear. The team is totally aligned on the UI redesign. You've just traded days of back and forth debate for a data-driven decision in less than 5 minutes. So, how can you get in on this? Because, hearing about the concept is one thing, but actually experiencing that moment of instant clarity for yourself, that's what really changes everything. Here's a really simple action you can take. Right now, think of one question your team needs an answer to. It could be about project priorities, team morale, heck, it could even be about where to order lunch from. You can set up and run your very first poll in literally less than a minute. And honestly, this is the thing you'll remember. That feeling of watching the bars on the chart grow in real time as your team responds, it's a total game changer. It replaces all that ambiguity with pure certainty. And once you feel it, the old way of just waiting around for feedback, it just seems completely obsolete. So instant polls give you the what in real time, which is amazing. But here's a final thought to leave you with. What about the why? What if a huge majority votes yes on a project, but their underlying feeling, their sentiment, is actually anxious or maybe unenthusiastic? Well, that is a topic for our next explainer. See you then.